What's up guys, my name is Andrew. I like to help men improve themselves, and in today's video I want to share with you and talk about social media and especially YouTube, because for me YouTube is a big addiction and it's a weird addiction. I think it's worth to be discussed, and I want to share with you how I was able to be self-aware of this and I'm stuck into it and I'm addicted to it. And I actually want to share you how I was able to achieve that, how I was able to get more aware of this kind of addiction. So YouTube for me I discovered YouTube probably when I was like, I don't know, even 12 years old, maybe even earlier. I don't even remember. I've been wasting a lot of time on it since my childhood, since my teenage years. And what I can say is that social media has really affected me in a lot of ways. I can say that it has definitely affected me a lot negatively in a lot of ways. I've become ruthless to other people. I've become self-centered a lot, and I've become really different, hugely and largely different. My personality also changed because of this. So it's tough, it's not easy to swallow social media and to break through a social media addiction, because I've been there, I am still battling those demons with social media and my addiction with it, but I've truly been there and I know how it is and how it feels and how it can be frustrating. The feeling that you're not able to accomplish your goals, you're not able to focus on them, you're not able to do the work that you are supposed to do. So I just want to share with you my experience with this. So I've wasted probably like 6 years on YouTube, just scrolling through videos, learning a bunch of stuff. I'm not saying I didn't learn much. I learned a lot on social media. I have become very educated. I now consider myself to be one of the most educated high school students here in Czechia because of my English language skills. I'm really good at English. I'm not a native English speaker, and most people think here in Czechia that I'm quite crazy because of this, but who cares? I just like English. I like to speak English. I like the language overall. It resonates with me, and yeah, some B right here. So yeah, I do consider myself to be one of the most educated and one of the most responsible people right now in high school. But the fact is, I could have been spending time outside, with my friends, with people, hanging around with just my workout brothers, let's say. And I'm not saying I'm not doing that, okay? I do work out with some of my friends, but I've become largely disconnected from them, okay? And I don't think that that's a great thing, and largely it's because of social media and how it affected me and my mental health, okay? And the way I think, the way I view the world, honestly. So I'm now in a state where I can literally talk to people in America, in Indonesia. People can listen to me. You guys can listen to me because I've learned this English language, and now you can resonate with some of the things that I'm saying. So I think social media can really connect us as people, but it's really dangerous in my opinion because it can waste a lot of your time and tons of your time in your own life. So be aware of this. Be aware of the fact that it can literally waste your whole life, because it has wasted a lot of my years. And some people, for example, my parents, they don't have a social media addiction. Social media never ruined their life. It never affected their lives in any way. It affected mine because I was on social media a lot, but they didn't. But what is important to say about my parents is that it doesn't have to be social media, okay? There are tons of addictions out there, and to break through all of them and focus and tackle some goal, that's difficult these days, to focus, to avoid distractions, to really just focus on that goal, focus on that purpose that is in your hands, that you wanted to do the whole time. My parents, they had some careers, they did have probably a fulfilling careers. I'm not saying they didn't. I think they did. But when I started thinking as a teenager and as a 17-year-old or 18-year-old, and I grew up, I started to view and analyze all these addictions that are around me and all these bad habits that are around me and what people are doing, analyzing people, analyzing myself, what is wrong with me, what is wrong with them. And I kind of came out to a solution, to a lifestyle that I want to live. Okay, it is not an easy one, and it's a life of focus, it's life of dedication, and it's life of purpose, fulfilling life purpose. I think strong people live those kinds of lives, and they live the best lives. Honestly, they live the best lives. Every single human being needs to take a step back from all these modern day addictions like social media. And my parents wasted, and they are still wasting right now, their lives on television. They lay in bed, they watch TV, and it's not sweet, it's not great. I wish I could help them, I wish I could help them overcome it, but I can't. I'm a different person now because of social media. They don't understand me, I don't understand them, and social media not only separated me from my parents, but it also taught me things that they don't know. Social media impacted me in a good way, that I learned things that they don't know. They don't know a lot of things, but I do. So that's a benefit of social media, but the downside of it is that it separated me from the real world, okay, from the real people around me, from the connections that I could have if I didn't watch the social media. I'm literally crying because it's tough, it's tough to handle what my brain had to process, and the things that I had to realize, and the self-awareness that I had to go through to be able to right now be able to sit here and talk to you, because I want to advise you on this. Okay, I want to warn you, because social media, TV consumption, and all those bad habits, it can waste tons of your time, and I don't want you to waste that time. I want you to live your life to the fullest. And if you're a person that genuinely enjoys TV and watching TV, watching YouTube videos, for example, I do enjoy watching YouTube videos, but I've realized that it's just a product, those videos, they're a product. They literally are made by these creators for you to watch it, and so that then the creators could make money from those videos, and they could potentially maybe sell stuff through those videos. Or maybe videos on YouTube are for creators that want to create a brand, and it is also for the audience. Okay, it's for you guys watching it right now to help you maybe with your problems, to give you some more awareness about yourself, about your life. And it's not easy to have enough self-reflection and to work and tackle your goals, because it's hard, honestly, it's difficult. It's not an easy thing to do, but you can do it. I believe in you, and so you should pursue it. What I want you to do is, you don't have to quit social media completely. Okay, if you're still interested in some topic you don't really know much things about, I think then investigating and actually pursuing and learning and watching some videos about those topics is absolutely fine, but try to reduce the intake of content that you're watching and the intake of time you're spending on those platforms, because fact is, those platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all of them are designed to basically waste your time, and you are the slave, the customer of these platforms. So it's necessary for people to take a step back from it and actually start living in this real world. Okay, cut down some wood, let's say, I don't know, build a fence for example. Here you can see there's a fence right here, whatever it might be. Okay, this is not ours, by the way. I wish to have some apartment one day like this, but not here in Czechia, probably somewhere else. But it would be great still to have it anywhere, But now I'm just a broke student in high school, and my family is not well off financially, so that's why I decided to record videos for you and to help you as much as I possibly can. The last point that I want to point out on social media is that don't be afraid to miss out on some video. Okay, like when you see some video, I don't recommend subscribing to people. Okay, if you want to subscribe to me, then I would be blessed and I would be like really happy about that fact. But truth is, you need to have enough self-awareness, and you need to have enough time for your own self, okay, your own life. So don't waste a bunch of time on meaningless content if it doesn't add any value to your life, and if it doesn't solve any of your problems. Okay, just focus on yourself, on your family, and one day you're gonna make those dreams come true. I can promise you that. But you have to focus up, and you have to dedicate yourself, and you need to get yourself to work, because without work there's no progress. Instead of spending the time on social media, actually try to develop your own body, you know, work on your own body, work on your own family, work on your own business, let's say. Might be anything, okay? So take a step back from social media, please. Don't always look at these videos. I know how addictive they are, but take a step back. Focus on yourself, focus on your family, focus on what truly matters to you. Highly important. And the fact is, action is the only thing that can move you from the point A to the point B, and how you can actually succeed. Because without action, you're never gonna get anywhere. That's just the hard truth, and you need to be able to swallow it. The completely last point that I want to share with you is that don't compare yourself to these people online. That's what I did a lot by myself, and it affected my mental health, it affected my confidence, it affected my self-image and the person that I am, and that's the worst thing that can happen to you, you know. Had it happened to me, you know, seeing all these successful people, all these billionaires, let's say, millionaires online, living their best lives, and then you are just a consumer watching that person, how he is living, when your family is suffering financially and you are suffering financially. Maybe your parents are suffering from diseases, maybe anything, okay? So take a step back from that shit, okay? And actually dedicate your life, dedicate your mind to focus, okay? You got work to do. Instead of listening to someone else's dream and someone else's story, build your own story right now. So from me in today's video, I hope that you can take a more step back from social media and all these modern day addictions. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace, guys.